Hmm. What's up, Nick? What's going on? Stream's a little late today, but I was trying to. Hey, we upgraded. You know, we got a little fall little thing going on here. Upgraded the overlay. Took me forever to figure out, but we're here, so it's all good. Forgive me. I was trying to figure out this stream overlay thing, and I'm live on TikTok and YouTube too. So we'll see how this goes. What's up? What's up? Every time you got something new going on, I like it. Yep. Keep upgrading. Every day. Every day. What's up, TikTok? I wonder how the stream looks on TikTok. But yeah, I figured we could just you know, hang out, deep talks, ask me anything if you have. Ask me your most introspective, deep questions, and we can just, you know, chill. And it's that fall season now, so just have like real cozy vibes. That's what I'm going for here. If you can't tell by the overlay. I recently found your videos. Adore you. Thank you so much, Nicholas. I'm glad that my videos resonate with you, and hopefully I was able to contribute to your journey, help you along the way. Is there really a purpose to life? Yes, of course there is. Why would you think there isn't? What's up, Sahar? What's up, Ghani? Alright, here we go. Let me put a little... Putting up a little post on my Instagram. This animation is amplifying your dark aesthetic, by the way. Good. That's what I'm going for. Does it look good? Did I do a good job or what? Kind of proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie. We need your skincare routine. I just use CeraVe daily cleanser and their like AM PM moisturizer. That's all. Once a day. Good book for Stoic. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius for sure. Sahar says, I really love your videos. Thank you so much. Of course, I'm glad I could help. Vibes, I love that. Yeah, I told you, we're upgrading every single day. If you can't tell, I'm in my Halloween spirits already. Hello, Miriam. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you? Hope your day's going well. Any advice for someone trying to be better? It's a bit of a broad question, but I'll take a shot at it. Everybody should aim to reach their full potential in mind, body, and spirit. These are the three pillars of life: mind, body, and spirit. If you aim to improve each of these every single day, and it's very, very simple. All you have to do, I always say, if you do these 6 things. Figured that out. If you do these 6 things every single day, you can achieve whatever you desire. Your biggest ambitions, it doesn't matter. If you do these 6 things, you ready? Read, meditate, pray, gym, Drink 1 gallon of water and work on your personal craft or venture every single day. If you do those 6 things, just those 6 things, you can have whatever you like. Life will give you what you ask of it, but you have to ask. You're the most handsome man on earth? Oh, shoot. I just read that out loud so I could boost my ego a little bit. What is your MBTI? I did it a while ago. It's like E something TJ or something like that. ENTJ, is that right? Opinion on the art of I did that like 3 years ago, so it might have changed by now. But last time I did it was ENTJ. Opinion on the Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. I don't know if I read that book, but anything by Robert Greene is good. Robert Greene is just a world-class being. He's so knowledgeable. His books are really good. I think anything by Robert Greene is going to be great. How do you get into meditation? Well, that's the thing about meditation, and anyone can do it at any time of the day, anywhere. You don't need anything. All you need is yourself. You just need to isolate your mind, take the time to be with yourself, and just feel. That's all. That's all you have to do. Damn, spitting sauce. It's what I do, man. That's what I do. I struggle to tune into my own mind. I get it for sure. I 100% understand that. But you have to, like, with time, you just get better. If you continuously, every day, take the time to put the phone away. For me, sitting in the dark kind of helps. It's a little bit weird, but turning the lights off helps. Or just getting rid of any artificial lighting and just making sure it's quiet and I'm just alone. With time, your mind will just start to adapt. You know, it'll start to turn off a little bit. Let's read some of the TikTok comments. Give me some advice. You gotta ask a question, man. Advice on what? I feel way too dopamine driven. Learning is hard when other things give easier satisfaction. Yeah, so that's like the instant gratification thing. You have to understand we exist within the spiritual war. So on one side there's good and one side there's evil, and we are here, right? Now, evil offers instant gratification through temptation. And that's tempting. You know, that's enticing because instant gratification offers us a sense of comfort, a sense of relief. It alleviates us from maybe pressure or anxiety or uncertainty. And it does it immediately. But in the long run, it's a detriment to us, right? So this is a hard decision to make. On the other side, you have good. And good offers you fulfillment and purpose and love and passion and creativity and all these wonderful things that we live for. But you have to endure the struggle of today in order to reach that, right? So that they're two polar opposites of each other, and you just kind of have to pick and choose which one. And every day we face these decisions. So you have to understand like where temptation and instant gratification comes from, and also what it leads to. And hopefully, with time, you'll develop a mental integrity to be able to, even though you may be tempted, even though you may be under stress and under pressure, even though you may be facing a lot of uncertainty or doubt in your life, maybe you lack self-confidence, whatever your thing is, although you still choose good over evil because you understand where it comes from. Yo, what's good, Hams? Hey, I'm here. I was on YouTube, but I think it's way better here. Yeah, YouTube's weird. There's like a delay and like the quality's not great. I don't know. Hello, Uncle Tyson Liberta. Am I Unk? My Unk status? TikTok, let's get to 10K likes. If we can. If we can, it'd be nice. Days ago I told you that my screen time is too high. Today I only got 1 hour TikTok. Hey, let's go. That's improvement. Aiming to reduce it even more. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, of course, man. Look, screen time is like, I think, our generation's biggest downfall, you know? And the thing is, it's an easy fix. It's such an easy fix. So it's really good news, if anything. But we need to be aware of like how much screen time we have each day, because look, if you have big ambitions, you have a big goal, you have a grand vision for your future, it won't happen by itself, right? And if you have 8-10 hours of screen time a day, like, you're not giving yourself, you're robbing yourself of your opportunity to achieve those things, right? So it's important that we're conscious of how much time we're wasting on our phone, you know. And I'm not one of those people that's like, you can't be on your phone at all, like, you know, whatever. Like, I think social media is a great thing. I think the phone is a great thing. You know, it allows us to connect and bond and create communities with people all around the world. And that's a significant thing. But everything in moderation. It's important to have balance with these things. Otherwise, social media will just take over your life, and you'll be permanently distracted, and your dopamine receptors will just be like fried, and like, it's really not a good thing. It's super unhealthy. So, but that's good. I'm glad you're able to get the screen time down, man. I'm proud of you. What someone said, what product do you use in your hair? I don't use product. There's nothing in it right now. I just have like wavy hair naturally, and when I get out the shower, I just let it air dry. Do you play any games? No, I haven't gamed in a long time. I used to be really addicted to video games. I used to play for hours and hours and hours, like 12 hours a day. Like, I was really bad. But eventually I stopped. Like, it was so bad, guys. When I tell you my video game addiction was terrible. I would eat once a day. I got up out of my chair maybe once or twice a day. I was malnourished. I mean, I was like 12, 13 hour sessions. I wouldn't sleep. So I had to stop. I haven't played a video game like probably almost a year. So no, not anymore. But I've been saying, look, when that Halloween game comes out, I might have to relapse. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be the chink in my armor. I would do a full 8-hour shift just playing games. Yeah, it's so easy to get sucked into that world of it's like an alternate reality, right? It distracts you from everything else that's going on in real life. You know, if you're dealing with stress or anxiety, or you're getting bullied at school or whatever it is, like, video games just kind of take all that away. So it's a dangerous thing. But again, I'm not like, no one should ever play video games, because look, everyone needs like their time, whatever, right? But again, yeah, it's important to have that balance. Do you clip your live stream because you give good motivation advice? I started to, yeah, a little bit, but I'm looking to, I just created like a clips channel in my Discord. By the way, if you guys aren't in my Discord, the link in my bio will have it if you want to join. It's just a good community to be in, to get inspired, stay motivated. Ask me anything, I'll be there to answer. But yeah, I created a clips channel so people can start clipping the content and using it for their own if they want to start getting views on social media. I think it's a good opportunity. So, how to overcome scared about new environment? Look, that's a very natural response to have to change, right? Like, so your environment is changing. So it's normal to be scared or be nervous or unsure about it. That's a natural response. I think that with time, once you settle in, you'll be just fine. So don't worry. Just let time do its thing. I bet you were a Fortnite guy. No, I never played. I played Fortnite one time. I hated the game. Never played it. I was never like a big like Battle Royale fan. But my game was League of Legends and Rocket League. Those are my two games. I used to play a lot of CSGO back in the day too. But Yeah, League of Legends, Rocket League. Those are my games. Minecraft, yeah, a little bit of Minecraft. I went through that like annual Minecraft phase that everyone kind of went through. So I play it like once a year for like 2 weeks straight. Can you guys guess what, if whoever plays League of Legends, can you guys guess what my main was? Never play Warframe or Overwatch? No. Oh, I played Overwatch a little bit actually, yeah. How can you learn not to speak much? Just be self-aware. Sometimes we just like subconsciously, like automatically just start talking because we like to fill silence to save ourselves from like awkwardness or whatever. It just feels like we should. But just be self-aware and be conscious of the fact that you don't have to talk. And with time, it'll just start to talk a bit less. It's a good question though. It's talking less is so underrated. You can come off as like 10 times smarter, more intelligent, more calculated. Your presence is just stronger, and when you do speak, your words mean more. They carry more value. David Vilhena just subscribed? Is that real? Is that from YouTube? I didn't think I could get subscribers. Oh, yeah, it's on YouTube. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I can't get subscribers on Twitch yet. Appreciate the sub, David. Karthus? No. No. Jungler? No. Jungle, I was not that great at League of Legends, not gonna lie. Jungle is way too complicated for me. I played a lot of mid. But my main was Zed. I was a Zed main. What's up, TikTok? I'm streaming on Twitch as well. If you'd like to watch on Twitch, I'm on there as well. Link is in my bio. How to stay motivated daily? That should not be your goal. So this is a big misconception, is that you should be motivated every day, or like that's something that's like a... No one's motivated every day. It's simple as that. I'm not motivated every day. David Goggins isn't motivated every day. Everyone you look up to or like aspire to be, they're not motivated every day. No one is. It's not realistic. And if your metric for like being able to perform or like do the things that you need to do every day is justified by how motivated you are, it's not sustainable. There's no longevity in that. So instead, what your focus should be is how to develop discipline, right? Motivation's great. It's great. You know, motivation's a wonderful thing, but you can't expect to be motivated every day. You know, it's something that kind of comes and goes, right? It's like the waves of the ocean. I say the same thing for happiness, right? Motivation comes and goes like the waves of the ocean. So like when it's with you and you are motivated, great. Use it to your advantage. Use that momentum to keep going forward. But when it leaves, absolutely fine. We should have the discipline to be able to still get the things that we need to get done, even though we might not feel like it. And to develop discipline, really it's a matter of making a consistent effort to do things here and there that you don't feel like doing. And with time, you will get better at being able to find the will to do the things that you don't really feel like doing. There's actually, there was a study done. There's a part of the brain, they like just discovered it or something like that. And I'm pretty sure they discovered it in David Goggins. There's a section of the brain that grows. It gets stronger, like physically bigger, when you consistently do things that you don't want to do, right? So if I all of a sudden forced myself to get up at 4 a.m. every day and run 5 miles, and I did that for 30 days straight, that would significantly increase this part of my brain, and it would then transfer to other things that I might not feel like doing, right? So if my goal is to become a content creator or an artist or start a e-commerce business, an online store or whatever, there are things that you should be doing for an extended period of time every single day. And a lot of times we don't feel like it. That's why when you set a goal, right? Like, oh, I want to start an online business. I want to start my own personal brand. You might do it for 2 weeks, but eventually you burn out, right? And then you stop doing those things that you need to be doing every day in order to get that goal. So it doesn't even have to be related to your goal. If you implement things in your day that you don't feel like doing but do anyways, your discipline will just naturally get better because there's a part of your brain that's specifically dedicated to it. What about the things you know you need to do but don't do them because you get distracted with other stuff during the day? So distractions are right, like I view it in two ways, good and evil, right? So I put like distractions and temptations in the category of evil because I believe that these are tactics that evil uses to stray you away from your path. So here, I'm actually gonna draw it out. Check this out. I got a marker here. We're gonna draw this out. I'm gonna make it very visual for you guys so it's easy to understand. Because what I'm talking about here is important. Let me erase what I got on here. Hope you guys, where are you guys from, by the way? I want to know where everyone's watching from. Is it nighttime, daytime for you guys? Alright. So here we go. So here's you, right? I'm a Picasso. I'm a Leonardo da Vinci. Alright, so here's you, right? This is you at the bottom. Here's your vision for your future. Alright, hold on. I can't write like this. Alright, here's your vision, right? Way up here. This is your journey. Evil's on the outskirts. And this is good. Okay? Here's you at the bottom. This is your vision. This is what you're trying to get to. This line is your journey, your path. And good is going to help you get along there, right? It's going to guide you through that. But on the outskirts, you have evil. Evil, as you go along this path, right, is going to send things to try and grab you, right? It's trying to penetrate this process. And as you go along, this might be sleeping in. This might be skipping a day at the gym. This might be eating something you shouldn't, right? And it's going to try and snatch you up and take you away into the ether, into the endless void. Obviously, it's an exaggeration, but the idea is you're on a path, right? You have a vision, you have a goal, you have an ideal version of yourself that you want to become. And along that journey, evil is going to send things, like it's going to use tactics to try and manipulate and distract and deceive you, to try and stray you away from your path. So those are those temptations that you're talking about, the distractions you're talking about. Now, to overcome them, a big portion of that is just simply understanding where it comes from. And I believe that every single one of us has a fighter within us that's not going to let evil win, right? It's just not going to let defeat be an outcome. So it's being aware of where it comes from, and then you have to find your will. You have to find your soul, to strengthen your spirit to be able to persevere through that and stay focused and loyal to your path and to God. Algeria, Iraq, Michigan, California, Philippines, Morocco, London. What about TikTok? Philippines, Nigeria, Honduras, London, South Africa, Turkey, Los Angeles, Virginia, Massachusetts, London again, Albania, Kenya, LA, France, Canada, London. Got a lot of people in London, New York, Toronto. We got people all over. Cameroon, Michigan, South Africa, Algeria, Fiji. Oh, that's cool. Austria, North Korea. Wow. Morocco. That's awesome. See, look, we're all around the world. We're able to connect and like kind of build on our journey, become better people. It's awesome to know that you guys are like serious about this, because every single one of you had the potential to do whatever it is you strive to do. No matter how big your ambition is, whatever your purpose is, you have the capability to fulfill that. Right? We all come from God. He is our origin. And with that, there's nothing in this world that you cannot do. I promise you that. Halloween background looks dope. I appreciate it. Took me a couple hours to figure out, but we're here. We made it through. We persevered. Thank you. What do you think is a good business model that is guaranteed to work if you put in the work to start from the bottom? I mean, if somebody else has done it before you, then it's possible. Guaranteed to work, I mean, nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed, but chances are if someone's done it before you, you can do it as well. It's just a matter of time, discipline, a will to learn and be a student and make connections and network. That's it, man. I mean, with those attributes, I mean, any business model will work for you at that point. How much do you sleep? I need to get about 8 hours a day. Wow, you look so fine. I get it from my mama. She gave me well, my dad too, I guess. I don't know. You inspire me so much. I'm glad that my words resonate with you. The reason I started making my videos was because I noticed that a lot of people on social media that are in this like self-development space have no interest in actually helping their viewers. They want to use a catchy hook, a theatrical performance, buzzwords, little tactics here and there to steal your attention, but they're not actually giving you anything in return. And I was a viewer of this, right? Like, I was the one that was, viewing this content, and actually I got like sick of it. Like, it was sickening to me. I couldn't watch it. I couldn't stand it anymore. And I was like, you know what? I have a unique perspective on life. I've been through a lot. I feel like I've gained a lot of insight and I've learned a lot of lessons that could help out other people. I'm gonna communicate that insight and the wisdom and the lessons that I've learned to people around the world who are in the place that I was in that need it the most, and I'm gonna do so in the most authentic and genuine way that I know how. That's why I started. Hugh, thank you for the subscription, man. What do you do for work? I do content full time. It's what I do. I used to work at TD Bank. It was like my day job, 9 to 5, but was able to quit like a little over a month ago, I think now. What do you think about David Goggins? I think he's an amazing human being. He's inspired millions and millions and millions of people around the world. He's got a great book. I think he's a great role model. He's someone that people should aspire to be like. He's an inspiration for our generation and even the generations above us. I think he's an amazing human being. I added you on LinkedIn. I'm pretty sure all my TD stuff is still on there. I haven't updated my LinkedIn at all. Did you start on TikTok? Well, I mean, it depends. What do you mean? I started posting more of my videos on... Horace, thank you for the follow, my man. I started posting more my videos, like the videos I make now, on Instagram, and then... Well, I mean, I post them both on Instagram and TikTok because they're basically the same platform. Like Reels, I mean. And then I started doing YouTube. Just hit 10K recently, so round of applause for that. And then I started streaming on Twitch. So this is like, I really want to focus a lot more on YouTube and Twitch, but we'll see where it takes us. I'm excited for it. You meditate, bro? Yes, I do, every single day. It's essential. Meditation is like such an underrated thing. It's what helps you stay grounded in the chaotic world of today. But do you sleep 8 hours every day, or you sleep more? No, I usually don't sleep more than 8 hours. You give off Capricorn vibes? Alright, can you guys guess what my my sign is? Some of you probably know already, to be honest. Monk, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. C got it, C got it. I'm a Leo. Does it match or what? Do I give off Leo vibes? Your sign is called Based? Do you meditate like first thing in the morning or throughout the day? I usually do it I usually meditate at the end of the day because it's usually when I shower. And I just like showering at night. It helps me be more relaxed. So I meditate in the shower. I don't know if you're Muslim, but it's haram to believe in astrology. I'm not Muslim. Where did you learn this philosophy? Deep reflection, my man. Just from deep thought. Like I said, I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot of tragic things. I've had a lot of tragic experiences, and with time, after you go through tough things, if you consistently and continuously take the time to reflect on that and learn from it and make an effort to stay grounded in that, you discover a lot of things about yourself. Deep thought is not psychology. I said philosophy. I don't know if you misheard me. What's your definition of meditation? I think meditation is I believe it's getting rid of reaching a state of mind that gets rid of any assumed method of action. You don't try to think anything. You don't try to feel anything. You just reach a state where your heart slows down. Your thoughts just kind of eventually fade away, and you just feel, like you just feel the environment. You're grounded, It's like a neutral state almost. There's no happy or sad or anything. Like, it's just neutral, and your body is just like kind of like this like healing state. Yeah, it's a stillness, and stillness. Bro, you're majestic. I try. So like, what situation made you like this? Quite a lot of things, but I think the most prominent things was the death of both my parents. Both my parents died when I was in high school to drug overdose, both of them. and they were quite young, and I was a very like developmental stage in my life, so it was tough. I was just figuring out who I was as a person, or beginning to at least. And when two tragic events happened like that, back to back, right? So like, really, I experienced three like major deaths in my family back to back to back. So I lived with my grandmother till I was about 13 years old. First, she died of lung and brain cancer. She didn't even turn 60 yet. She was super young. She was 58, I believe. Then my dad died in 2017. I think I was 16 at that time. Also to drug overdose. And then just 3 years after that, when I was 18. So I must have been 15 when my dad died. I was 17. So just 2 years after that, my mom died from drug overdose as well. So it was like back to back to back. And then I moved into a family friend's house. I got kicked out of there because at the time I didn't believe in God. So I was, and then I went through a long-term breakup. And I dated this girl like through the thick of it, like through all of it. So then we broke up, and then it was like just things happening back to back to back to back, and it was a lot. But those are obviously I experienced a lot more, but those are like the main things. How old are you? I'm 23 years old. You should call it the Bruce Wayne arc. A lot of people say I don't even really know Batman like that. Like I don't really watch any of those movies, like superhero movies, but a lot of people have said like that like I'm Batman, or like we have the same origin story. Although I thought he was rich. You started streaming a bit late today. I have to sleep. It's 3 a.m. Yeah, I was trying to figure out the stream overlay thing, so I'm sorry about that. But have a good night, man. Sleep well. What's your educational background? I'm in school for marketing. That's like my major. Do you live by yourself? No, I don't. I live with my buddy Clay. You've been through a lot? Yeah, I have. But I mean, the message that I ultimately want to spread is that it doesn't matter what your circumstances are. They don't define your fate. You decide your fate. Like, no matter where you are, there's always a way to persevere and prevail. We are truly powerful beings. I mean that with everything in my heart. You have a great head on your shoulders. I'm 23 too. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, none of the things that I say, like, a lot of people think, I mean, I read, like, I like reading, but, like, I don't read that much. A lot of the things I say, like, you just discover through meditation and deep thought and reflection. You just have to listen to yourself, give yourself the time of day to discover things about you. And I think that's something that a lot of people overlook nowadays, because it's so easy to be distracted by social media and all these other things that, steal your attention so easily. What do you do for a living? I used to work at a bank, but now I do this full time. I quit my day job. I feel like I'm lost even if I keep trying. Why do you feel lost? What do you feel lost about? You don't know what you want to do? Like, you don't know what you're working towards? What is it? Bro, that looks so cinematic. Appreciate it. Trying to create the environment, Got all my horror posters back there, a little ghost face. I'm trying to create the little, like, cozy Halloween vibe. What lens do you use with your A6400? It's a, I don't know. It's It's 18 through 135. It came with the like I bought it with it. I guess 18 millimeter through 135. It's a f-stop of 3.5 to 5.6. Does he read TikTok live comments? Yeah, I'm reading them right now. My Twitch chat is not... Either no one's chatting in it or it's frozen. I don't know. When will Halloween happen? What do you mean? What do you do for workouts? I do calisthenics now, so it's all body weight stuff. We're alive, don't worry. I was wondering, because there's 40 people in here, but no one was saying anything. Yeah, I do calisthenics, just like body weight stuff. So that's it. I work out in my backyard. I got a pull-up bar. I do push-ups, squats, all that good stuff. Room tour. I mean, this is pretty much it. My room's not that big. It's just my desk in front of me. That's pretty much it. I like small rooms. They're cozy. Also, what is better, calisthenics versus weightlifting? I don't know that either one is better per se. It's just however you prefer to work out. I think calisthenics is obviously better if you want to develop like mobility and you want to be able to move your body. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say, I guess, but calisthenics definitely involves more like mobility. It's more dynamic, I would say, than weightlifting. But if you want to build muscle, weightlifting is probably the way to go. Any book recommendations? Yeah, I mean, I usually recommend the same ones, but Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, Mastery by Robert Greene, Liminal Dreaming, 48 Laws of Power is good, The Alchemist is good, The Secret's good. Going through all those hardships, did you immediately begin to work on yourself, or did you go through a depression? I definitely went through... I never viewed depression as like a actual thing. I was definitely sad though. And the reason I say that, by the way, is that depression is a diagnosis, and I don't think anyone, well, I shouldn't say that. I'm not going to say that depression's not a thing, right? But what I do think is that most people who just feel sad view themselves as clinically depressed, therefore limiting the probability that they actually get out of that depressive state. So I don't think I was depressed, but I was definitely sad for a while. I definitely had like a self-discovery phase. Words can't describe how much I appreciate you. Same goes both ways, Jordan. I appreciate that, man. Seriously. What inspired you to make the content you make? One, I know what it feels like to be at the absolute lowest. I know what it feels like to have nothing. I know what it feels like to be completely lost. I know what it feels like to try and try and try and nothing works. I know what it feels like to be stuck in the endless cycle, the dreadful cycle of stagnation. I know what it feels like to want something so bad, to have a vision for your future, and no matter what you try, it feels like nothing works. Like, I've actually been there, right? We fight the same battle, and I felt like there wasn't anybody out there that genuinely and authentically gave direction and advice to those who needed it. And along my journey, like I said, I've been from the absolute bottom to where I am now, which I'm not even close to being done. I'm nowhere close to being satisfied. I still have a long ways to go, and I'm excited for that journey. But I have made a lot of progress. And through that journey, I've been able to extract a lot of value, a lot of insight, and learn a lot of things that I think could genuinely help those who are in that state that I was in. So that's why I started. Tyson, I have ADHD. How can I reduce this? The thing that helped me, because I have ADD as well, the thing that helped me with my ADD was reading. And also making an effort to meditate for progressively longer periods of time. So I would do like 10 minutes, and I would do 20, 30, 45, an hour. And yeah, reading was a big thing though that helped me with that. Because I wouldn't be able to comprehend like a page of a book. Like I would read a page, not be able to comprehend it. I had to read it again and read it again. I'd have to read a page 10 times over just to comprehend what was being said. But with time, like, okay, now I only have to read it 5 times to understand it. And now it's 2 times. And now, obviously I can read fluidly and understand as I read. And I noticed that translated to how well I was able to articulate my words. I noticed that I was able to have a conversation without losing my train of thought. So I recommend reading. How do you stay consistent, find motivation to post, come up with ideas? This is my life. I mean, I've been having these conversations with myself for so long, that's how I was able to make the progress that I made and get to where I am, and be able to inspire tens of millions around the world. Like, this is a dream that I've had for so long, and I think in order to get to where you want to go, you have to adopt that mindset before the physical realm, physical reality catches up to that. So, it's nothing new, right? A lot of the things I talk about are things that I've been thinking for years. So now that I'm making the content, it kind of is just pouring out. I don't really have to think about it too much. It kind of just flows. Do you believe in God? Yes, of course I do. There was a period in my life where I didn't, though. It's definitely been a journey, but I without a doubt, I believe in God. What regrets do you have? I was one of those people that always said I never have any regrets or anything like that. But there are things, right? Yes, you shouldn't have anything in your past that continues to weigh on you or drag you down. It's nothing like that. But there was this one time that a girl in my history class in college passed me a note, and it said, basically she was like, you seem really intelligent, and I was wearing black that day, and she was like, black's your color, heart. And she handed me it was like a little paper note, and when she handed it to me, I could tell she was nervous, and I never said thank you or anything. She kind of walked away, and we saw each other in class, and I never said thank you or anything like that. And that was something that I regretted. I wish I at least said thank you or something like that. But that's about it. I mean, there's nothing I regret. If what you're asking is if there's anything life changing that I regret, no, there's nothing that really weighs on me like that from my past. What do you do to heal? Meditate and pray. Are you a TikToker? Yeah, I guess you could say that. My TikTok is Tyson Liberto. You can see it at the bottom there. I'm live on TikTok right now. Any countries you want to visit soon? Yeah, I want to visit a lot. I want to visit Russia. I want to visit China. I want to visit Japan. I also want to visit somewhere in Southeast Asia. I want to visit Brazil. I would like to visit South Africa, Morocco maybe, Greece. I still have a lot of traveling to do. Hi from Russia, it's 4 a.m. Привет. Как дела? Спокойной ночи. Where did you buy Marcus Meditations by Marcus Aurelius? I bought it on Amazon. I recommend getting a Kindle though. Kindle's one of the best investments I've ever made. Highly recommend it. Lol, how do you know these words? Я начал изучать русский язык 10 месяцев назад. I want to go Bosnia and Kazakhstan. I've been to Kazakhstan. Beautiful country. Highly recommend it. And the people there are so hospitable. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for subbing. Tului. My mom sent greetings to you. Tell your mom I said hi and thank you. Do you have stories from Kazakhstan? Yeah, I do actually. It's a good question. So this is my first international trip, by the way. Appreciate the follow, Temple. This is my first international trip, and I did it alone by myself, right? And I went. If you guys don't know, in Kazakhstan, Russian is like their primary language. So I went there to practice my Russian because I've been learning for almost a year, and it was like a reward for myself. So I wasn't experienced, right, with the whole, when you go to a different country, you have to get like an eSIM, and so your service works, and their transportation's different. Like they don't have Uber. They use something called Yandex. It's like a taxi network thing. So when I landed in Kazakhstan, my eSIM didn't work, and my phone was about to die, and I forgot to buy a they don't use obviously like the same wall outlets we do, so I didn't have any place to charge my phone, and my service wasn't working. So I started to like kind of get stressed out a little bit because my Airbnb I was like 2 hours late for, so I didn't want any complications with that, and I still am not strong in Russian, so I wasn't able. Oh, and a lot of people don't even speak. A lot of people mainly speak like Kazakh. This is like their native language. So I spent probably 3 hours just like walking in circles, trying to get my phone to work, get my eSIM to work. I couldn't communicate with the taxi driver because he actually didn't even speak Russian. He just spoke Kazakh. So that was super stressful, but once I got to my room, it was all cool. Oh, and then, alright, so I didn't have any cash on me, right? And on this given day, I wanted to go from my Airbnb to this mountain called Koktobay. There's like a little like theme park up there and stuff. It's pretty cool. But it was like an hour drive. So I ordered the taxi. I didn't know there was a toll to get up to the mountain. So I ordered the taxi with my Apple Pay. Like Apple Pay works there fine. And when we got to the bottom of the hill, there was a toll. And my driver was like, you have to pay cash for the toll. I said, I don't have cash. So he was like, okay, I'll pay for it, and then you can just pay me. We'll just do like a money transfer. He was like, it'll be easy. And I was like, all right, whatever. So we went up to through the toll, and it was expensive. I think they upcharged me because they knew I was American. It was like $15, which I think is probably way too expensive for a toll there. I think they just charged me that because I was American. So we got up to the mountain. Service wasn't working again, and my phone was about to die, so we couldn't like figure out how to do the transfer. I didn't have any cash, and the guy was getting super impatient. He started like yelling at me in Russian, and I couldn't understand him because he was speaking super fast. That was definitely so like for an hour, I stole an hour of this guy's time because we couldn't communicate to each other. I had him download PayPal. I had him download like 4 different apps to try and get the transfer to work. Nothing was working. And eventually I had to just give someone the USD that I had, and they gave me tenge, which is their currency. But we worked it out in the end. It was all good. Tips for solo travel. Definitely be aware of your surroundings, especially if you're in a country you've never been to and you don't really know like how people operate over there. It's definitely good to be aware of your surroundings. Also be aware of people that are trying to take advantage of you. Like in countries where like the US dollar carries a lot of weight, which is a lot of countries, oftentimes people will try and scam you out of your money to tell you like, hey, this thing's $20 when really locals pay $2 for it. So just be aware of like certain stuff like that. Tourist tax, yeah, it's real. It's a real thing. Can you read this? Привет с Москвы. Did I read it right? Do you know how to cook? Yeah, I know how to cook. I make really good steak. I make really good scrambled eggs. I make... The thing I'm not that great at baking, I will admit. Blank tea is from H&M. It's an oversized crop tee. Just to fit. Cool posters, thank you. Thank you. Do you guys know, does anyone know what this movie is? I'm curious. Who knows what this movie is? No, it's not Friday the 13th. Come on, someone's gotta have it. Evil Dead? No. It is Rob Zombie. What movie is it though? Michael Myers? No, not that one. Not that one. I'm talking about that one. Insidious? No. Dang, no one knows what this... House of a Thousand Corpses. That's what it is. Zero. That's one crazy username, but yeah, Zero got it. It's House of a Thousand Corpses. Dang, I can't believe none of you guys had that. What are your guys' favorite horror movies? I'm curious. Do you guys like horror? I love horror, if you can't tell. It's like my favorite thing. The Strangers is a classic to me. That's a good movie. I watched that not that long ago. Mine was The Conjuring. Conjuring universe is... The Conjuring series is such a good... There's a whole universe. Like, The Nun is part of the Conjuring series. La Llorona is part of the Conjuring series. I think there's a couple others. Conjuring's good though. Ouija board I didn't like that much, I'm not gonna lie. You seem like an autumn guy? How can you tell? Smile? I'm smiling. I know I don't smile that much, but... Smile was not good? Dang. Look, I don't smile that much, so my face muscles are a little weird. They're not optimized to smile. It's not natural. Oh, the movie Smile. Are you talking about the movie Smile? That was a good movie. I think, did Smile 2 come out? Smile 2 is supposed to come out soon, I think. If it didn't already. Nah, the movie Smile. Okay. That's funny. I thought you were saying Smile. Have you seen Terrifier 2? No, I haven't. Isn't a third one coming out? I thought I saw something for a third one. Have you ever taken a DNA test? I have. I'm Dutch. I'm mainly Dutch. I'm also a mix of a bunch of different African countries, but I think I'm Spanish as well. Do you speak Spanish? No, I'm gonna learn eventually though. Terrifier 2 bedroom scene changed me as a person. I gotta watch it. I haven't seen it, admittedly, but October 18th, 2024 is supposed release date for Smile 2. Okay, cool. Yeah, Smile was a good movie. I knew they were gonna come out with a second one once I finished the first, just because the way it ended. But I'm excited for it because that was a good movie. I like that, and the marketing they do is so good. Have you guys seen the marketing? The marketing for it is dope. How many viewers do we have on TikTok? I can't tell. Like, it says people keep joining, but it doesn't tell me like how many viewers we have. I'm curious. Are you live on 3 places at the same time? I am. Look at me. YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. 80 billion? Some lying. 80 billion's a little low for me, to be honest, but 182. Okay, that's not bad. 185. Yeah, you guys just, it says, for me, it's like every half a second it's saying join. So I thought we might be blowing up, but alright, if we can, the 180 people in here, if you guys spam the like button 10 times each, or do it 100 times each for me, and we'll, I think that's fair. If you guys just spam the like button 100 times each, we'll get to, what's that, 18,000? 18K likes. Advice on anxiety. I would do some self-reflection to identify where it's coming from. Thank you for the heart, Mr. Gem. I appreciate that. And anyone else who donated, I'm not sure how these donations work, to be honest. Thank you for the roses. What would you guys do if I started doing that AI or NPC live stuff? You should do these streams more often. I'm doing them every day except Tuesday and Thursday. So 5 days a week I'm here. How are you today? I'm doing good. Today's been a good day. Good vibes, hanging out with you guys, having deep talks, talking about horror. I couldn't ask for more. How are you? Hope your day went well. Where'd you get the t-shirt from? It's from H&M. It's just like an oversized crop tee. I'd unfollow. But they get paid so much money. Nah, I would never do that. When I was in Miami, there was people do that a lot down there. Like, they just stand on the corner in Brickell or like downtown Miami. You see a lot of NPC live streamers over there. New York too. What pants do you wear with the tee? These are just like sweat, like just regular. They're oversized sweat. I don't know if they're oversized, but they're like loose fit sweatpants. These are from Uniqlo. You look Russian? I've gotten that a lot. I don't know why people say that though. Thank you though. I appreciate that. Jay, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate it. Guys, share the live so we can We can start changing people's lives here. I want to answer all the deep questions you guys got for me. Prepared my whole life for this. Are you Italian? I don't know. I'm either Italian or Spanish. Thank you for the rose, Jay. 20k quick. Nice. Alright. Twitch, we just hit 20k likes on TikTok for the live. That's pretty crazy. Thank you guys for sharing the live. Meme, keep it going. Let's see if we can get... I wish it would tell me how many viewers I had. That's weird that it doesn't. When did you start streaming? Because this is the first time I've seen your live. In general, I started streaming not that long ago, like a week ago. Now you gotta hit 20k subs on Twitch once you get affiliated. That would be sick. It's kind of hard to get followers on here though. It's a slow grind for sure. Definitely slower than I grew on like Instagram and TikTok. But it's fun though, I like it. Riz advice? Honestly, I'm not the guy to ask. I can help you out with anything else. No, I'm kidding. I mean, honestly, like, it's a matter of just being like natural, being true to who you are. And I know that sounds like whatever, like just be yourself. But when you stop treating girls or guys or whoever you're into like talking to them is like you have to just be like kind of like natural about it. So, you know, like just bring up a normal conversation. And also don't expect anything out of it, you know? Like when you approach a conversation, just have like a regular convo with no expectations of what's going to come out of it. I feel like girls can sense that. And when they feel like the person they're talking to is like genuine and authentic, it just goes way better. At least in my experience. Wow, revolutionary advice. Sorry. I tried. I can help you out with anything else but that. I don't go out that much. I don't go to bars or clubs or nothing, so I don't really talk to girls on like a consistent basis. But I would say, yeah, just be yourself. Don't have any expectations. But I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, but you're so handsome. Appreciate it. Do you have any friends that you resonate with? Yeah, I do, for sure. I have a couple really close friends. My buddy Clay, Mason, Jeff, Morgan. I have a friend Morgan, Shelby, Ashley. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. How about a girl asking a guy out? Honestly, I feel like you don't have to do that much. I think probably just asking is enough. But if you just say if you say like, how would I want a girl to approach me? I would say like if you just walk up and compliment him on the way he looked, like his outfit, or say like, you look really well put together, I like your style, or something like that. I don't think you could really go wrong there. How many friends do you have that you spend time with in real life? I mean, I live with one of them, so probably just one. Or two, maybe. Shout out Clay. I asked him if he wanted to be on the live, but he went to the gym. Can you do a hair tutorial? Yeah, just get out the shower and let it dry. I feel like I'm lost. In what area of life? You don't know what you want to do? Girl, don't you ever ask a guy out? Why not? Do you have a girlfriend? No. Is that your favorite type of music? I mean, I've never heard this song before, to be honest, but it's cool. I like One Heart, Clams Casino. Ooh, Tokyo Pill. How's the volume, by the way? Is it good on the music? Anime? No. No, sir. How do you get over heartbreak? With heartbreak, time heals. Time is going to be the biggest thing for you. It's going to take, if it was a long-term relationship, it's going to take some time to get used to life without that person. And there's going to be a lot of discomfort there that comes with that. So time is the biggest thing. Just have faith in that things will work themselves out and everything will be okay in the end. And then also understand that everything happens for a reason. That's a lie. It's been 5 years. I'm still grieving him. Then you have to identify some sort of underlying issue there. That's not. I mean, how long were you together? Were you married? If you're married, then maybe. But how long were you guys together? I feel like I'm lost because I don't know what I have to do in my life. You don't have to know exactly what you should be doing, but you should know that at the very least you should aim to become the best version of yourself that you can be, not only for yourself and for God, but for those around you as well. So there are things that you can do no matter where you are in the world or how much money you have to contribute to becoming the best version of yourself. That's meditation, that's prayer, that's eating healthy, that's going to the gym or just doing anything fitness related on a consistent basis. At the very least, if you do those things, you're in a good place. You're doing more than the majority of people. How many relationships have you been in, and what age was your first one? Really, one. I've been in one relationship. I'm 23 years old. It lasted 3 years. If you count like high school, like whatever, like little, then technically 2, I guess, but we dated for like a month or 2 months. How many books a month do you read? It's hard to say. I usually read a few at a time. So I would say like 2 or 3. Where are your headphones from? They're Apple AirPod Maxes. Are you Christian? It's a good question, actually. I believe in God. I'll say that. If I was any religion, I probably would be Christian. As yeah. What brought you here now? Was there a reason or something? What do you mean by that? Like streaming or doing what I do, like content wise, or what cam do you use? It's a Sony a6400. Do you follow a meal plan, or do you eat in a caloric deficit surplus throughout the day? I don't follow a meal plan. I should. It's been my goal for a long time to gain weight. Something that's like the biggest thing that like I continue to fight at. But I should eat more. It's not like I don't eat. I mean, I do eat a lot. I've always had trouble gaining weight, no matter how much I eat. Wow, look at that vein. That vein's crazy. Sorry. Top 5 non-mainstream books. I can give you one. It's called Liminal Dreaming. Your abs are solid too, no sus. Appreciate that, bro. That's what happens when you're 3.5% body fat. Keep sharing and motivating, will do. It's my purpose, it's my obsession. I want to help in any way that I can. Were you always religious? No. Most of my life I wasn't. Did you get it measured or something? Where'd you get the number from? Yeah, they do. I forget what it's a specific test they do, but I've gotten it done like 4 times. First time it was like 3.5%. Thought it was an error. Got it done again. Got the same thing. I was like, okay, maybe their machine's broken. Got it done again at a different place. Still the same. So I might even be less now, to be honest with you. Do you like psychological films? I like psychological horror. If that's what you mean. There's no way. I promise you. Yeah, 3.5 is crazy. I've always been like that. I mean, I feel like you can kind of see it. I don't carry any body fat on me. I feel sleepy. Can I go to sleep, sir? No. Sorry. I'm not gonna let you. How to not give up? I think giving up happens when you lose belief in that you will succeed. It's a lack of belief. Giving up stems from a lack of belief in that you will win in the end. So you have to understand that you come from God. God is your origin, and therefore there's nothing in this world that you cannot do. But you have to prioritize developing a relationship with Him, having faith, and finding the will within yourself to do the things that you need to do in order to reach your goal and allow time to take place. You're stupid leaned in. No wonder why your abs are so visible. Yeah, I've always been super lean. I've never held any body fat on me. You got a playlist? Not really. I use YouTube Premium, and it gives me like recommended songs, and I just put on the playlist. How do you stop overthinking? Meditation's gonna do you a lot of good. There also is a reason you're overthinking. It might be that you are not totally confident in the current state of your life, and that comes from something, so I had to explore that a little bit. Your subconscious mind might be trying to save you from something. I would explore that a little bit. But also, yeah, meditation, learning how to quiet your mind and not think any particular thing, how to just feel and be present in the moment and reach that state of stillness. It's going to take time, man. It's going to be difficult at first, but with time you will get better at it. 30k likes. Can we get 100,000 likes? How quick can we get 100k likes? We're already a third of the way there, and we've been live for an hour. Are the AirPod Maxes worth it? I'm between XM5 and Sony. XM5. Oh. Yeah, AirPods are definitely way better. Have you used Headspace? No. Is that the meditation app? What's this genre called? Electronic. What camera / webcam do you use? Sony a6400. Do you run online businesses, or are you working 9 to 5? No, I do content now full time. I'm also in school. How do you find your niche? I did what was true to me. Are you monetized on IG and TikTok? Not IG, that's an invite only thing. TikTok, yes. Hey, I've seen your videos on YouTube. You like them? I've been trying to improve on the YouTube. YouTube's one of the newer platforms that I'm on. But I want to make longer videos for you guys because I know you guys like longer videos. Been getting a lot of requests to do podcasts too. Does TikTok pay well considering you get a lot of views? It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Please podcast with David Goggins. I would love to do a podcast with David Goggins. I think I have a little bit more growing to do though. Hi Tyson. Hello. Never vertebrate. No. End vertebrae. I don't know what your name is. If you grind YouTube, you would for sure grow immensely quick. Yeah, YouTube I think is definitely going to be the platform I grow the most on. I mean, I've already grown so much on IG, but YouTube is definitely going to be, I think, like the big thing for me. But I am still like in the experimental phase with my content. Like with like how long should my videos be, what should I talk about, how should I structure them type of thing. But I also think I probably shouldn't overthink it too much, and I'm just gonna do like similar videos that I do on Instagram and TikTok, but just longer. Let me change my battery. My camera's gonna go black for a second, but I'm just changing my camera battery. As I am asleep, dreaming on me. Can you go on the Joe Rogan show? Definitely have more growing to do for that, but I would love to. Are you live on Twitch? I am. If you haven't, go ahead and follow me on Twitch. Guys who are in the Twitch stream as well, I ask that you follow. I mean, if you like the stream, go ahead and follow me so that you can get updated when I go live. And yeah, I'm on YouTube too. You're definitely making V2 Games proud right now. If you know, you know. You have a lot of potential to grow on YouTube. The space is starved of authenticity and is full of LARPers. Yeah, I noticed that too. There definitely is like a huge deficit in authenticity. It's just like every video you watch, especially in like the self-development space, I feel like is so like just animated and fake, and I got sick of it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna change that. Just broke up with my girlfriend last night. Sorry to hear that, Mike. How do you feel? And why did you break up, if you don't mind me asking? Bro, Sigma playing Sigma music. How can I, as a people pleaser, stop feeling bad for doing things that are good for me and not others? Well, I mean, I mean, you have to know that you can't pour from an empty cup. And also, being a people pleaser is also just it's just not a good thing. You could be generous, but being generous and being a people pleaser are two different things. You shouldn't want to be a people pleaser. You should want to be maybe generous. You should want to, give to those that you love. But again, you can't pour from an empty cup. So you have no other option. Sorry, I had to change the song. You have no other option other than to prioritize yourself. If you want to do what's best for those around you, if you want to give to those you love, to those around you, you have to do things for yourself to make sure that you're in the right mind space. Masha says, "Shut up. No one cares." Masha, are you Russian? I think that's a Russian name, no? How can I be more calm? I would say make it a point to talk less. I would say be self-aware in moments you feel stressed or anxious, and make it a point in that moment to focus on breathing, focus on slowing your heart rate, maybe even try to meditate in that moment, ground yourself. Continue to do this in stressful or pressuring scenarios, and you'll just naturally become calmer in your everyday life. Why did you decide to become a content creator? I mean, I think the message I'm spreading is helping a lot of people. I hate to put it this way, but being a people pleaser is just being other people's bitch. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I'd word it like that, but yeah. I mean, you're not entirely wrong. It's you have to put yourself first. You just have to. What's your opinion on death? Because, like, I see it as an inevitable thing that'll happen. I mean, yeah, it's inevitable. I think it's a great... Well, okay, hold on. I don't think it's a great thing. But what I mean to say is that the fact that our life is finite, that the blessings that we have, the life that we get to experience every single day, the fact that it's limited and we don't get it forever makes it that much more beautiful. Do you want a Russian girlfriend? How did you know? I don't know. You were really mean to me, though. I don't know about that. I dream to do similar videos, but I don't feel competent or intelligent enough for it. I'm curious why you think that, but also You don't have to be like the super smart person to make similar videos. Yeah, you just have to have you just have to know what you have to know and believe what you preach, right? So if you had a long journey, right? Say you started from absolute zero and you got to a point where you're pretty comfortable with where you're at in life. You've learned a lot of things along that way. Like, you don't just get there by accident. That doesn't happen by coincidence. You have things that you learned and methods that you use that work and are valuable in order to get from where you started to where you are now. All you have to do is communicate that in a way that's authentic to who you are, to your audience. That's all I did. Is content creation paying the bills? I mean, it has to. I'm definitely not swimming in money, though, I'll tell you that. Definitely growing. I mean, I started on YouTube not that long ago. We're at 10K already, so definitely a lot of growth to be had. So Halloween is soon. What you gonna do? Definitely doing Six Flags Fright Fest. Definitely going to Penhurst Asylum. I want to stay at a haunted place like Queen Mary or something. That's all the way in California, though, I'm pretty sure. I want to do like a proper Halloween stream. That would be cool. Would you do vlogs? Probably. Well, yeah, I want to do like more documentary style stuff. I have a cameraman. We just have to start making videos. So we're gonna I want to do like more documentary stuff, like day in the life, like what I do on a day-to-day basis. So you can get footage me working out, studying at the cafe, getting work done, editing, shooting videos. Content ideation. So will you do Halloween stream? Yeah, definitely. It's always been a dream of mine to be able to do a Halloween stream, and hopefully by then we've grown the Twitch up to larger than it is now. I mean, we're still like 36 viewers on Twitch is not bad for I just started streaming like a week ago, so I want to definitely start getting more content out for the streams to grow the Twitch, and we'll do a big Halloween stream. Excited for those type of vids, not gonna lie. Yeah, me too. I think I like watching like creators who like document the process rather than just showing me. So I'm excited for it too. I want to do like travel stuff too, going out to eat at nice restaurants. Fun stuff like the Halloween festivities and stuff like that. Alright, this song's a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about that. What are you majoring in? Marketing. Have you ever struggled with your mental health? Absolutely. Look, I'm in this, like, I'm fighting the same battle as you guys. I want to make it very clear, like, the content I make, I don't make from the perspective, like, from the standpoint of, like, as if I'm like above you guys and I'm waving your finger like, be like me. No, like picture it like this. I'm right beside you fighting the same demon that you guys are facing. Like, we're in the same battle here. You know, like we're side by side in this. So I fight all the same battles you guys do on a day-to-day basis. It's just, I think I've had like certain life experiences, and having gotten through them, I have like valuable insight that might help you. I don't think you are. You don't know what kind of struggles other people have. Yeah, but I mean, you also don't, I think there's things that most people struggle with, you know? I get a lot of the same questions. So all I'm saying is, like, I'm not, like, invincible mentally, you know what I mean? So, like, I struggle with a lot of the same things that you guys do. Some people have it worse. Yeah, I mean, absolute, man. I think that goes without being said. I didn't say I had it the worst. What are some recommended books to elevate? It depends where you're at in life, but I would say generally The Secret. Secret is a good one for that. Do you need to give up some people to find yourself? Not all the time, but yeah, I would say when you go through a phase where you are, finding yourself, getting to know yourself on a deeper level, you have to isolate yourself to an extent, you know? It's important to be alone in that process. And also, people also might not support you along that process. It's if you're able to find yourself, I think yeah. I've experienced so much, and I feel I can help people, but have zero confidence to share those methods. Here's what I'll say. What do you value more? What do you value more? Saving yourself from the discomfort of sharing your methods that you know work and can help other people, or providing that so that you can inspire and help thousands of people around the world? Any advice to get through depression? I mean, that's certainly a long journey. You know, I don't know if I can boil it down in a sentence, but I would say it's a matter of, there's definitely a big portion of it that is self-discovery. There's a big portion of it that is developing faith. There's a big portion of it that is developing self-confidence and developing a love and trust in the process. Oh wow, that changed my perspective. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, right, like, it's a matter of, like, what do you value more? You know, are you going to sacrifice helping potentially millions of people around the world just to save yourself from potentially feeling embarrassed? It's like, what do I do if all my friends sleep 13 hours, don't even do sport or play? Yeah, I mean, if they're just lazy people and don't have any desire to be better, I would definitely find new friends. It's 2 a.m. here. It's pretty late. I have to go to sleep. So, have a great day. Great time with great people. Tyson, bye. And we love you. Love you too, Anastasia. Thank you for coming. It's a pleasure as always. Sleep well. And I hope you have a good day tomorrow. I'm literally at the darkest place in my life, and I'm surrounded by people that want the worst for me. Who are those people? And why do they want the worst for you? And what do you mean when you say they want the worst for you? What is the worst? Thank you for the follow, Super Jin. Guys, if you haven't yet, give me a follow on Twitch. It'll help the stream grow. You can also get notified when I go live next. They are addicts and crazy. It's a tough situation to be in, man. I lived in a drug house for a while. Both my parents struggled with drug addiction. I lived in a house with them when it was at its worst. I mean, it's a terrible situation, I can't lie, you know. But there are things, and I know it's difficult, but there are things that are within your control. Although most of your life right now is probably out of your control, you have to focus on the things that are within your little circle, right? And that's the beautiful thing about personal development, is that you control it. Everything that you need to do in order to develop yourself, you have control over, regardless of how terrible your situation is or your environment is. I think if you can manage to find yourself and find the will to improve, even in that environment, you will thrive. When you get away from that, environment, if you can learn to stay focused, if you can learn to develop, if you can find the will to improve, even amid the chaos, you will thrive in peace. I'm quite embarrassed because I've been valuing social media over my relationships and my health. I mean, it's a common issue. I wouldn't feel embarrassed, but yeah, it's good that you've identified it as something you need to fix. It's an easy fix as well. You just have to understand the severity of the situation, and you have to find the will to do it. How do you forget someone you love? It's been 2 years. Why can't? If it's your first love, I mean, there's like something called the first love theory that we've been talking about. We talked about last stream. First loves are typically known to be, I mean, it's a different experience, but I don't know. You have to ask yourself, like, why do you? What part of you is still attached to this person? Is it the memories? Is it emotional dependence? Is it the comfort that they provided? How did the relationship end? Why did it end? I just got a MacBook last week. I don't know what to start, bro. I've been watching YouTube, but doesn't help out. What's your question? I'm 17. I've been out of education for just over a year. Any advice on how I can find my passion? I would try as many things as you possibly can. For a solid 2 years, longer than that. For a solid 5 years, I made it a point to try everything that I had even a slight interest in. Photography, e-commerce, content creation, coding, learning how to be a white hat hacker. I volunteered at a local reserve. I tried everything. Cars, flipping. I can't even think. I've probably tried over 200 things in the last 5 years. But when you're young, try as many things as you possibly can. Whatever you have an inclination towards or you have a slight interest in, try it. You might fall in love with it. It might be the thing that you develop a strong connection to. What is a white hat hacker? It's like pen testing. So like companies like Google or Facebook will hire white hat hackers to do pen testing or penetration testing to try and uncover any weaknesses or anything like that in their security, and you get paid for it. So you basically, it's like legal hacking. Damn, I'm hungry. You guys hear my stomach growl? Why is it so embarrassing to change in front of family? I understand exactly what you mean. It's embarrassing because I think part of you is afraid that people will see that you're trying to change, and by the off chance that it doesn't work out, that's embarrassing, you know? You don't ever want to be the one that is wrong or fell short, you know? And when people notice you making an effort to change and it doesn't work out, yeah, it's an embarrassing thing, but you have to understand that if you truly want to become a better version of yourself, if you want to constantly continue to improve and evolve into to reaching your full potential, you have to go through change. Regardless of how embarrassing it is or how uncomfortable it makes you, it's a necessity. You have to have that. You have to go through that process. And I'll tell you what, people like, for example, with content creation, right? People show people see you making an effort at making videos, trying different methods, trying different videos, trying different personalities. Maybe you have a character or whatever. If it doesn't work out, say your video flops, next video flops, next video flops, people will tell you it's not possible, the market's too saturated, you're never going to make it, this and that. They'll tell you that for years, and they'll be right for years. But one video is going to pop off. All it takes is one video to change your life. And when it does work, you'll get this confidence. Like, it's the same thing, like, you're crazy until it works, then you're genius. You just need to cut off contact with everyone and go monk mode, as they say. Yeah, it's another thing, like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day if you can't, like, to be embarrassed about trying different ways to become a better version of yourself. I mean, what's there to be embarrassed about? That's an honorable thing. How to deal with the consequences of cutting people out of your life? There's certainly consequences, but I would also focus on the plus side. I mean, you cut them off for a reason, right? Now you have more time to be focused. Now there's less noise in your ear. Now there's less negativity. Less limiting words and beliefs being projected on you. It's just more opportunity, more room to grow. What do I do when people only reach out to vent? Can you explain a little bit more as to why you think that's a bad thing? I'm not saying you're wrong, but I just want to know more. I'm 24 and I do nothing with my life. I try many things and I still stuck in poor person. I'm sorry, can you reword the question? How to deal with emptiness and loneliness. Do you believe in God? Yeah. Okay. I'm asking because emptiness and loneliness was something that I really, really, really struggle with, and it's actually the very thing that opened me up to start believing in God. Ever since I started developing a relationship with Him, I realized I no longer have to do things just for myself. There's a bigger purpose for it, and I can do things for God. And the reason I say for God is because I want to have the effect that when people learn my story and where I come from and see where I got, I want them to say, how did you do it? How did you do it? How did you get from such a low point to where you are now? How did you find the strength? How did you find the will? How did you stay focused and disciplined along that journey? And I want to be able to say through God. So I don't view me doing things, I don't view me putting in the effort, staying consistent, enduring the struggle and the pain simply for myself, which is what I used to do, but there's no longevity in that. I do it for God. He's given me so many blessings in my life. He's given me the strength, the guidance, the clarity. I do it to show Him my loyalty. So I'm not doing it for myself anymore. Therefore, I don't feel empty. That's what works for me. It's also good to have people around you, develop close relationships. That's something that takes time. Find something that is fulfilling to you. Find something that you truly love, you have a passion for. Dedicate your life to it. Hey, we just hit 10K viewers on TikTok. Thank you for the rose, Nico. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, if they ignore you name, you have to, I would maybe find new friends. Do you feel like college is useful for you? Do you like your school? Yeah, I like my school. I think it is useful for me. For sure. But I don't go for the bachelor's degree. I go because I like the environment. I like to be a student. I like to learn. I like to be in like a classroom environment. Are you gonna get a master's next? I would like to get my PhD in my life. It's a lifelong goal I have. So yeah. Do you have student debt? No, not really. Is it weird that when people notice me or care about me, I get really happy? No. Not at all. Oh, so rich parents? Did you not hear? You have to be trolling. Did you not hear what I said earlier? Both my parents died, bro. Both my parents overdosed when I was in high school. Big fan here from the Philippines. Welcome from the Philippines. How's the Philippines doing nowadays? I would like to visit someday. You listening to a Russian song? Yeah. Zoloty Kresti. Means golden crosses, right? I can't tell if you're joking. That's them. I made a lot of videos, or not a lot, but I made a few videos about it too. I lost my mom at 1 year of age. Sorry to hear that. I had a buddy who lost his dad when he was like 3, I think. It's a terrible thing. Definitely alters your life in a big way. I'm glad you're here with us, because harsh reality is a lot of people who lose a parent or both parents. It's hard to make it through. So I'm glad that you're here. Hopefully you're in a good state of mind. Hopefully you still have people around you that care and love you. I'm rooting for you. I lost my dad a month ago, but I feel like it's making me stronger. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But if you're anything like me, you don't care for pity. So what I'll say is, it is going to make you stronger, even though it may be hard in the moment. It is a learning experience. There is good to come out of it. It sounds weird to say, but I can say from experience. No matter how bad the circumstances, there's always there's pros and cons to everything, right? And it's weird to phrase it like that, but the reality is, when you lose somebody that close to you, you have to learn. Like, part of you has to grow. Like, you have to grow. You have to adapt. You have to evolve in a way so that you can overcome that pain. So it is making you stronger in the long run. Why you don't be an actor? I don't know. Maybe one day. Who knows? You should be an actor. Do you ever get nervous to talk to girls? I used to. I also don't really talk to girls like that. I don't really go out that much or anything like that, so I just do gym, school, content. There's not really a lot of room in there for talking to girls. This mouse keeps dying. Bro, your IG comments are flooded with girls. Stop capping. I don't talk to him like that, though. So you never had a heartbreak from a girl before? No, I definitely have. I mean, I've only been in one long-term I've only been in one relationship, really, so it was my first one, too. You don't talk to girls at school? Nah. Everyone at my school, like, just minds their own business, to be honest. No one really talks to each other. I feel like most of that probably happens at frat parties, but I also don't go to them, so. Why don't you talk to them? I don't know. I feel like I'm at a stage in my life where I still have a lot of I still have like growing to do. I don't know. I feel like I'm not at the point in my life right now where I'm ready for a relationship quite yet. You have YouTube? Yeah, it's Tyson Liberto. I'm streaming on YouTube right now. I hope. I think so. What caused the breakup? I mean, that was like when after both my parents had died, I had gotten kicked out. I was in a really like low point in my life, and I think that really affected how I just think that, I don't know, I was at a really weird stage in my life, and it caused a lot of tension, I would say. How do I get, there's a lot of people dealing with relationship stuff in here. How do I get over her? You have to realize that everything happens for a reason. What's up, Mason? You have to realize that everything happens for a reason. Mason, that's a good question. How do you get over her? Maybe you can answer that one. Chat, talk about business. Fall season Canada events coming for all the couples. Mason, that's including you. Thanks, I guess. I don't know, she's just stuck in my mind. Yeah, I mean, everything happens for a reason, dude. I think you can learn from every relationship. Shoe size? Yeah, it's a 9. How'd you know that? What the hell? Does everything happen for a reason? Yes. Everything has a reason, but not always an explanation. Why do you believe that? It's just been my experience in life. I mean, I've noticed that every occurrence that, every event in my life has always amounted to something, whether it's in the near or distant future. It amounts to something. Your room is aesthetic. It's such a W, bro. You'd helped me a lot. Thank you. Glad I could help, man. I'm glad my words resonate with you. We live in a meaningless world. Things don't have any inherent meaning. They're only given meaning externally. Chat, what do we think about that? I want you guys to answer. No, I don't know any Russian bloggers or YouTubers. Another question, how do you always keep your voice at the same tone? It's, I don't know, it's just natural, I guess. Lukey, do you believe that, or were you just posing the question? Yeah, you do believe that? Do you believe in God or no? No. Okay. Blukey, do you know what nihilism is? Are you a nihilist? Possibly to some extent. Interesting. Blukey, do you believe in objective truth? You're not sure? What are you streaming on? I'm streaming on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. In what way? It depends. Do you believe that there's any one right way to view our existence? No, not really. So if that's the case, then why would you choose to believe to be a nihilist? That seems like a weird thing to believe in if you know that there's no objective truth. Like, why be a nihilist rather than believe that life has meaning and that there is a God and we do have a creator that, I mean, that just seems like a very, one-dimensional way to view our existence. What is your attitude towards the interaction between emotions and reason? I think that you should use emotion and reason together. I think that rejecting emotions or trying to reject emotions and solely use reason is not wise, vice versa. It takes a certain level of emotional intelligence to be able to take note and observe your emotions and use that as a reference to pair with reason and logic in order to choose the best course of action. Right, so alright. The reason I asked that question, Blukey, is because, so for example, with ghosts, right? I believe in ghosts not because I have a whole stack of evidence that proves there's ghosts. There's no way for me to prove to you. I can't prove to you anything. I can't prove to you anything. Because proving something is to show that there is no other way. And it simply is not possible for us to do. So if neither of us can ultimately prove one thing over another to each other, I don't see the point in believing in such a meaningless existence when you could believe in an existence with meaning. And I view our existence more poetically, and it's a beautiful thing. There's meaning to it. It's complex but simple at the same time. I think it's comforting knowing that we have a creator, that God created us. I find power in that. I just find that to be a beautiful thing. So I just don't quite understand why you would believe that life is meaningless. People have to tell themselves stories in order to live. I don't think that's true. I mean, I think people just have certain experiences, right? It's not a story. I mean, I didn't believe in God for most of my life. For a vast majority of my life. I rejected God. I actually, for a while, hated the idea of God because of all these bad things that happened in my life. And I actually found it a lot easier to not believe in God. It made it make more sense because people always told me, like, God has a plan for you, you know? That didn't make sense. What kind of plan is that? Both my parents overdosing on drugs. What kind of plan is that? I can't justify that. I can't make any sense of that. Why would someone who loves me, who cares for me, why would my creator want that for me? Why would that be the plan? It doesn't make any sense. So it was actually quite a lot easier to not believe in God for most of my life. But there was a deep personal journey that I went through that ultimately opened me up to the idea of God, to belief. And ultimately what that was is that I came to the realization that I felt unfulfilled and empty. I felt like what I was doing was meaningless. I felt like the efforts that I was making on a day-to-day basis to be a better person was meaningless. And it really, really bothered me. So I just started talking. I started talking to God. And I didn't even really know what to say. You know, I had never really prayed before that. You know, so I talked, and it's like, I don't know if you're real, but like, I feel alone. I feel like what I'm doing has no meaning. I feel lost. I feel unfulfilled. And I experienced like a strong sense of belonging and comfort and like warmth that I had been missing for my whole life, really, or at least since my parents had passed away. And personally, I don't see it as a coincidence. I mean, it only makes sense to me that I was talking to an energy, a force, something outside of myself that made me feel that way. So I mean, I believe in God just through experience. It's not from a story or anything. I'm not even really that well versed in scripture or anything. Like it was something I was against really for most of my life. How to be more quiet. I think you know how to be more quiet. I think all faiths lead to the same belief of a source. It's just a matter of how you view it. Yeah, I agree. It's like little details that are different, but most monotheistic religions are more or less the same. What do you think about gaming, and should you work towards replacing it with other hobbies? I think so, unless you want to become a pro gamer. Thanks for your videos, man. You always make me look for the light. I appreciate that. I'm glad my words could resonate with you, man. No, I haven't, Blue Key. It'll be one of the next books I read, though. What books of his do you recommend? Favorite horror movie? The Silence of the Lambs, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Halloween, Friday the 13th Part 2. It's a lot of good ones. Your words hit really hard, bro. It has been a long time since the last time that I prayed to God. How was it? What did you feel? Love you, bro. No homo. Love you too, my man. I'm familiar with Beyond Good and Evil. It's definitely one of the next books I'll read. I feel like his work is like, you have to read it, right? Like, I think it's a perspective everyone should look into. I think the same with like religious texts, like whether you believe in them or not, like I think everyone should read them, or at least just have a good understanding of what they are and the context of it. Do your friends have the same view as you? Some of them. Have you read Robert Greene? Yes, I have. I got cheated on a couple months ago, and I feel very lost in life and can't find the right things to focus on, like career-wise, but I also feel like God is calling me, but I haven't put the effort to seek Him, but I will be attending church again every Sunday for guidance. Well, your heart's in the right place, man. I'm sorry that that happened to you. I'm sorry that happened to you. I know that's tough. I'm glad that you're able to find the strength to persevere, and the fact that even through that you still have God at the forefront of your mind shows me that your heart and your mind is in the right place. So I believe that you'll end up in the right spot. Everything will be okay. I promise you, man. Again, for those watching on Twitch, if you haven't followed me, go ahead and follow me if you want to hang out with me more, get notified when I stream. Have you always been skilled with articulation? If not, how long did it take you to improve? I think I always had an inclination, a strength in articulation. I wasn't I wasn't always as capable as I am now, and I still am working to improve. But it was a conscious effort to improve my articulation. I think I always had it there. Like the thing is, I was never able to keep a single train of thought. I wasn't able to keep my train of thought. I would always hop around. My mind would get distracted. So that's what really hurt my articulation. And I have ADD, and that affected it a lot. So I made it a conscious effort to improve that through reading and practicing speech by myself and in class, when I was at school, public speaking with family, friends. So it's been something that I've actively been trying to improve. Oh, so you're medicated? No. You like to make assumptions, my man. No, I'm not medicated. I don't take any medications. What was the main thing you told yourself when things got hard? That everything happens for a reason. Why not? Because I don't need to be. I think ADD is something that you can improve. I don't think it's I think it's within your ability to overcome that. How does it manifest in your daily life? It doesn't really anymore. I mean, it does, like, but not in a way that, like, incapacitates me in any way. You're actually diagnosed? Yeah, when I was younger. I was prescribed medication for it. And I did take it when I was like a kid, but it was, I didn't like it. And as I got older, I just learned ways to improve it. I learned ways to improve my short-term memory, comprehension skills, articulation, my focus, like how long I was able to focus on a given task for an extended period of time. It's definitely been, I mean, it's been like years and like 10, like I've probably been making an effort to actually improve it for 10 years now. It's not like an overnight thing, but through meditation and these kinds of methods, I've been able to improve it significantly. Have you watched Profound Pondering? No, I haven't. How did the medication make you feel like? It made me feel like I was on like cocaine. I mean, obviously I'd never taken cocaine, but I mean, it was hard to sleep. My mind was just wired all day. I felt like it was like way. I mean, I was certainly focused. I'll tell you that. But it was way too much. It wasn't natural. Yeah, I feel like a robot on Adderall. Yeah, it's like you have no like limit to like. It's weird. A lot of people's symptoms are a lot more debilitating, and they can't just overcome their disorders, and perpetuating that notion can be harmful in my opinion. Respectfully, I disagree. So do you think a holistic approach is better? Yeah. Look, I mean, there's conditions where, like, yeah, you need medication, but This is one of those things that I think it's very misconceived. There's a theory that ADD is a kind of like subconscious response we develop as kids. Like it's very, very common in kids who had a traumatic childhood, and it's a subconscious response to zone out, to tune out, right? Like if you're a child and throughout most of your childhood you were in uncomfortable scenarios, what do? You tune out. So it's a emotional response in order to save yourself from a stressful or uncomfortable environment. And if that carries into your teenage years and as a young adult, it kind of turns into this thing where like you can't focus on one thing at a time. Like you just hop around a lot, you zone out a lot, you can't focus, you can't. So that's something I've heard, and I think it probably is something more close to that than this like chronic illness that you can't overcome. I mean, just speaking from experience, my ADD was really, really, really bad. Like I said earlier, like I couldn't read. Like I could read, but I couldn't comprehend what I was reading. So I'd have to read a page 10, 15 times over just to understand what was being said, solely because of my ADD. That's pretty severe. So, but like I said, over the course of say like 10 years, I've been able to improve it. So you can only speak from personal experience. You can't make those generalizations. Yeah, I mean, what I think you're trying to do, Blukey, is I understand what you're saying, but in reality, my personal experience, a lot of people can relate to, and I think, like, people who've been in the same boat as me, who are dealing with ADD, ADHD, can benefit from what I'm saying. If you want to cater to like the 0.1% of people who have had a different experience, you can do that, but the vast majority of people can overcome it. I mean, that's just that's a scientifically proven thing. I mean, you can certainly overcome ADD. I believe we can overcome anything we put our mind to consistently has never failed me. Yeah. Blukey, I think your nihilistic point of view of our existence is is kind of showing here. I know exactly what you mean. My ADHD used to be that bad. That was around a year ago. That has helped me a lot, and I didn't even think I had ADHD until I overcame it. Yeah, I mean, Blukey, like you're here seeing people in chat saying the same thing I am. I mean, can certainly overcome it. I don't know why you have the need to. More things are in our control than we give credit to. What you said helped me a lot. Good, man, I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, like, look, ADD is, or ADHD is like a matter of like, I mean, it's attention deficit disorder, right? That's what it stands for. So it's an attention thing, it's a focus thing. There are certainly things that you can do in your everyday life to improve your focus. I mean, I feel like that's not that hard to understand. It's good for you that you are able to accomplish that, but I think that's a very unfair blanket statement to make that dismisses and minimizes the experiences of people who are having a much more difficult time managing their symptoms. Again, man, that's an extremely limiting belief, and actually I think you're doing those people more harm than not. I mean, by telling them that their experiences can't be overcome, their ADD can't be overcome, when, I mean, you're seeing people right here who have, including myself. Again, it's a matter of like focus, attention. Like, there are things that you can do to improve your ADD. I'm not saying you can, like, you might be able to cure it, but there are certainly ways you can improve it. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty simple thing to understand, no? You can overcome ADHD without meds. Only doctors think you need them, but people end up relying on them without solving the root cause. It's the same thing with depression, right? Like, yeah, there's some people out there who have a level of depression that is at such a deep level that does need to be medicated. I think most people who are self-diagnosed or even diagnosed by doctors, I mean, look, even just from when I was at my lowest point of my life, if I went into the doctor and told them my symptoms, how I was feeling, how I was operating, they would have said I was depressed and gave me medication. And they would have said, yep, you're diagnosed with depression, here's this medication so that you can cope with it. If that was the route I took, I'd be in a much different place than I am now. And if there was somebody like you who was telling me in my ear, yeah, you can't overcome this. Like, some people, yeah. Maybe there's people who have overcome it, but you can't. Like, it's such a limiting belief. I don't know why. It's just such a weird point of view to have. Like, most people can overcome depression. A patient cured is a customer lost. Yeah, I mean, like, pharmaceutical industry is billions and billions and billions of dollar industry. I mean, like, it makes sense. Like, there's so many people that are inaccurately diagnosed. Like, what you're saying, Blukey, is like extremely limiting. I don't know if you can see that, but see, so Blukey just said, yes, a lot of people can overcome depression, but rarely without any professional intervention. And then you're getting direct responses from people who are saying they did. So it's like, you can say that's just one person, but I mean, there's 35 people in here, dude. Yeah, I mean, Blicky, you can not speak in absolute terms. You don't have to. I mean, I don't think you should speak in absolute terms always, but if you don't have opinions or perspective on things that are strong, you don't really have a real perspective on anything. Like, it's okay to be able to make a statement, you know? If you're too worried about being right all the time, you're going to extremely limit the possibilities that you actually are capable of. But because you're too worried about sounding right, you're just limiting potential outcomes. Working out is a game changer for mental health. Yeah, things like working out, drinking a lot of water, having a good diet, getting enough sunlight, getting enough sleep. Like most people who struggle with depression don't sleep, don't eat, don't go outside, have a plethora of addictions, don't work out, aren't active, are in a bad environment. If you change those things around, like you could certainly improve. Does slowly forgetting my traumatic childhood mean I'm healing, or am I hiding? I think if it's a gradual process, then you're probably healing. You're definitely husband material? Thank you. You are so smart. Any book recommendations? Yeah, I mean, I usually recommend the same ones. Meditations, Marcus Aurelius. The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. I just saw that on my desk. Fyodor Dostoevsky is good. It's Russian literature. It's a bit deep and like heavy, but I think you are right about the medication. I overcame my depression even without medication. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly possible. Like I said, I mean, there's some people, yeah, out there that maybe it's on such a extreme level that you do need some outside assistance, but the human mind is capable of so many things. And the fact that there's like exceptions to the equation, I'm not going to keep myself from spreading a positive message or encouraging people because those people out there exist. When the extreme vast majority of people can overcome it, I'm not going to, I mean, it's just illogical. Like what you're trying to do is include everyone, but it's not possible. Or you can include everyone, but you don't actually have a statement to say at that point. You don't have anything to contribute at that point. What I'm trying to do is motivate people and encourage people to take control of their life and improve their life and develop as a person and become better each day and reach their full potential in mind, body, and spirit. I'm not gonna keep myself from saying that because there's a small minority of people out there that it doesn't apply to. It doesn't make any sense, my man. Chat, what candle scent do you think it is? I actually don't even know what it is. I didn't go to therapy. I just started to care about my life and make changes that gave me hope. Yeah, just like simple things that you can do, right? Like I said earlier. No, it's not pumpkin. It's cedar wood and mandarin. Do you believe in Christ? I do. Any advice for a cat person who is having a hard time right now? Get a dog. How old are you, bro? I'm 23. Appreciate the follow. Diddly ditter. Alright guys, I'm gonna be right back. I just have to use the bathroom. Wait, ready? Watch this. Oh shoot. Yo, is that cool or what? Yeah. Was that cool or what? Okay, everyone go crazy. Me when I did PowerPoint transitions in middle school? Come on, man. That was dope. What are you talking about? You did not have anything like that in middle school. The little sound effect too. How to meditate properly. Set the environment. For me, I like to take a hot shower, turn the lights off. I put on a playlist similar to this, which I don't think you guys can even hear. Something passed in your back? What do you mean by that? What you talking about? Should I start rapping? On my bed? My bench max? I haven't benched in a long time, but probably two low twos. Do you like Nightmare on Elm Street? Yeah. The OG one. There's also so much enjoyment in the simple things in life. The best part, in my opinion, is simplicity, like seeing the moon, talking to friends. I 100% agree. 100% agree. I also think like the best moments in life are like somewhat spontaneous or like in the moment. You know, when like something unexpected happens. You know, like, I don't know, like, you ever like with a buddy or something and like something unexpected happens and like you just have a laugh over it. Things that are like spontaneous and in the moment and happen naturally, like the most beautiful or like funniest moments. Blukey, what's your deal, man? Is that something you're struggling with? Is that why you're so... Okay, I understand now, Blukey. I think potentially, my man, you would benefit from opening your mind to the possibility that you can overcome it. Yeah, man, I'm sorry you're dealing with that. What I'll say are there things that you can do to improve your situation. I promise you. Yeah, Blukey, I think you it's very, very much a perspective thing. Perspective is a huge thing, man. There's nothing I could say to you from the perspective you're viewing me from right now that would not come off as superficial. The reality is, you getting out of the situation that you're currently in, the mental state that you're currently in, is possible. Whether you want to believe that or not, it's possible. However you want to go about doing that is up to you. But I understand, like the perspective you're coming from, like there's nothing I could say to you that would come off as not superficial. Can you cook? Yeah, I can. I like to cook steak, fish, roasted veggies, potatoes. I'm a good cook. Ooh, can we hit 50 viewers? I think that would be an all-time high. Can we get 50 viewers in Twitch, please? That would be an all-time high for me. Please. The only way to get out of something is to get through it. It's simple, but eventually that's what has to happen. What's your Twitch? My Twitch is Tyson Liberto X. It's also in my TikTok bio if you're coming from TikTok. 50, did we get 50? It didn't update on my screen, but I'll take your word for it. That'd be sick if we did. How old are you? I'm 23. Thoughts on seed oils? I've heard that they're not good for you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a nutritionist or anything, so I don't know any specifics about it, but I have heard that they're not good for you. I don't know. I could be wrong. I have no idea. You sound so mature for your age. Thank you, thank you. You have more viewers on TikTok? Yeah, it's way easier to get viewers on TikTok than it is. Oh, we're at 43k likes on TikTok. Do you play BB? I don't know what that is. Oh, basketball? No, that's the one sport I can't play. I'm not gonna. I got a nice shot. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I cannot dribble a basketball for the life of me. When's your birthday, Tyson? I want you to guess. My age is 23. I'm a Leo. That's a hint. I can't see you. It's all black. Really? Is it all black on TikTok? Hey, 330k. I can't even see my own live. There we go. It's not all black. Do you play games? No. No, I don't game. I used to be really big into gaming. Love the vibe you bring. Appreciate it. I'm trying to cultivate that cozy fall Halloween vibe. Although it's still September, it's close enough for me. August, yes, yep. August 11th is my birthday. You pray every day? Yes. Are you more fall or winter kind of guy? I would say fall, but I also love winter. Do you play computer games? No. Hey, thank you for the follow. Shushamood. I'm trying to start making my own content. Any tips? Making your own content. What kind of content are you making? What are your goals? I'd say, if anything, just stay true to yourself, be authentic, have a strong message behind what you do it for a reason. I think that's main things you should focus on. I really like this guy. What gift should I surprise him with? I know he likes me, just want to make him smile. I don't know. What gift should you get me? Porsche 911 would be cool. Does depression really go away, or am I just not strong enough? You're certainly strong enough, my friend. It's a battle. Trust me, I know. It's a battle. It's a journey. But it's a meaningful process. In the process of overcoming it, you will learn about yourself on a level that you would not any other way. And I think when you come out on the other side, when you do conquer and overcome this, you'll be glad that you did. Because it will have strengthened you. It will have made you more wise, more calculated, more equipped than you ever have been. You have to go through difficult things in order to grow. And I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's dreadful. It's exhausting. But yeah, like, you have to go through these stages in life. It's a learning experience. Yeah. What Amber said. Do you go to gym? Yes, I do. Suki. What time do you have right now? 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Yeah. I think I'm gonna end the stream for now, guys. 10 o'clock was my my target time. But yeah. Hope you guys like the new overlay. Only took me 2 hours to figure out. But I'm sorry, Amber. I usually go live around 6 o'clock. Today was a little bit later. But yeah, usually around 6 o'clock. I plan on doing streams from like 6 to 9 or 6 to 10. I want to do longer streams. But yeah, as always, it's fun talking to you guys. Had a lot of really good conversations, a lot of good deep talks. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Tomorrow, same time. Not tomorrow. I don't stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But every other day, apart from those days, I'm live. Usually around 6. You look so tired. Are you okay? I am tired. I'm not gonna lie. I am tired. I'm good though. Should raid and let us all stream it? That would be cool, actually. I would love to do that. I don't know how to though. How do you do that? I don't know if I can. Oh shit. How do I do that? Am I capable of raiding? You guys are gonna have to help me out because I have no clue. How do I go? Do you maybe have to be affiliated? My battery died. Hold on. How do you, hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to raid someone or host somebody. I want to find a small one. I wish you could sort by least amount. Oh, okay, that's cool. I gotta find somebody. Good night, my man. 1 second, you just came in here. I don't know. I don't know who to raid. I don't even know if I can. Let's see. Back from. Who's a good streamer? Do you guys have any streamers that you like to watch? I don't know. Her meows like a melody in my ear. Not mine. Do you guys have any small streamers you watch? Kian Lolly? He's not a small streamer. Does he even stream? I haven't heard that name in forever. Prime Toasty.
It's been a minute. Post 28, man. This is low-key a cutie patootie type of fit. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Low-key a cutie patootie type of fit. I don't think that's that 5
sure,
star.
Let's do it.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna take your word for it. So what do I do? Raid at.
You see, we kind of went for the same style, bro. We thought it was
Prime
freestyle rapper.
Toasty.
To be honest, I'm new, so mine will suck. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, she got no face. Bro's too nice with these ratings, yo. What you mean?
Wait, what?
Is that Pennywise?
It's asking me to log in.
He said Pennywise. That low-key does look like Pennywise.
Sorry, bear with me, guys.
Gotta be on top. I gotta be top 3.
We're gonna rate him. He's got 5 viewers, so I think it'll be pretty cool.
I thought it meant free. Alright, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do... We weren't last. We weren't last. That's all that matters. Chat, we just have to get top 3, chat. We just have to get top 3. Oh, it's time to lock in. Bro, come on. Bro, come on, bro. What place did you get? I got 6th out of 8.
Invalid username.
Oh. Oh.
No, that's it. It says Prime Toasty, right? Is it Is it case sensitive?
Oh. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that. They're playing with me. They're playing, and now we're stuck, bro. Oh,
/read.
God. Oh wait, never mind. No, we're not.
Oh, it is.
That's so crazy, Chad. We low key would have
Practice.
won to lock in. Man.
This channel
The
is
theme
intended
is
for
club.
mature audiences.
The theme is club. It's time to lock in.
Did it work?
Chat, how do we go to the club? Are we going slutty? Are we going slutty, chat? All right, we gotta go to the club. We gotta go to the club. That means nothing.
I guess it's
too
gonna do it
bizarre,
itself.
But nothing too lame either, chat. That's literally what that means. All right, so look. Club. We're gonna have to change the hair. We're gonna have to change the hair. I'm not gonna lie, chat.
It worked.
It's
All
just
right,
facts.
peace. See you later, guys. See ya.
What's giving club vibes, chat? What's giving club vibes?
Again, thanks. I'll talk to you guys on Wednesday.